Erzsébet de Báthory. Erzsébet de Báthory. Between Power, Myth and Isolation. Hungary, 1560. In a world full of castles, power struggles, and strict social rules, Erzsébet de Báthory is born. She grows up within one of the most powerful noble families in the country, surrounded by privilege and by expectation. From early childhood, she learns discipline, administration, politics, and that power brings not only responsibility, but also enemies. At a young age, she marries Ferenc Nádasdy, a respected count who manages his own castles and villages. Together, they hold not only wealth, but influence over thousands of lives. Erzsébet takes charge of the estates, overseeing the lands, the peasants, and the servants. She is strict, demanding, but efficient. A woman asserts herself in a world that often denied women their power. Yet this very power attracts envy. Years later, maids speak of cruelty, and rumors begin to spread. Torture, bloodbaths, hundreds of victims, stories that still shape our imagination today. But historians view the evidence with skepticism. Many accusations came from those under pressure, forced to talk, from rivals eager to seize her fortune, or from chroniclers who preferred sensational tales over truth. The image of a monster is far more myth than reality. In truth, she tended to the sick in her castle's cellars. She tortured no one. Devices found later suggest she even experimented with early forms of blood transfusion. She became the victim of her own servants. In 1610, the drama reached its peak. Erzsébet is accused. She's not executed. Her nobility protects her, but she is walled in, confined within a part of her castle. She spends 4 years there, isolated from the world, before dying in 1614. Today, Erzsébet de Báthory is remembered as the Bloodcountess, both famous and feared, a figure between legend and truth. But the real Erzsébet, she was a powerful, intelligent woman, caught between duty, influence, intrigue, and a society that could not forgive a woman for holding power. Her story speaks less of horror and more of strength, isolation, and the dangers that great power brought to women in the 16th century. I know her descendant. We've been best friends since the first grade. I just want her ancestor to finally find peace. And that's why I wanted to speak out, to remind the world of the truth instead of feeding the dark myths that destroyed the name of Erzsébet de Báthory. A woman far too intelligent, too demanding, too powerful for her century. Women were not allowed to hold power. And that was where the lie of the Bloodcountess began. We all know what happened to women who didn't fit in, who refused to bow. The stake. Erzsébet's fate was even crueler. She was walled in, but never forgotten. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Erzsébet.